Hi friends, join me today as we head to Kluang. So we start in Singapore, leaving Queen Street at exactly 7 a.m. So today I will also be explaining about the EDTP, the Electrified Double Tracking Project. So first we get ourselves into JB to get our ticket, 14 ringgit to Kluang, and then we head downstairs for the trains. To my pleasant surprise, the locomotive today was the impressive Class 26. So this is coincidentally the locomotive which the Sultan of Johor sometimes drives, and you can see his crest there painted on the side of the locomotive. Let's go in now. Today's train had 4 passenger coaches. These were built originally by the Korean company Hyundai. There was also a cafe in between. The coaches here have a 2+2 layout. So we're now about to go through and take a look at the cafe oblique restaurant. Normally they would sell things like coffee, tea, nasi lemak, small light meals like that. But unfortunately today they were not open, as I was warned by the ticket seller actually. But nevertheless, a decent place to have a quick meal. And off we go, and you're looking at the rapid transit system construction site. So this will be the cross-border rail system that will be between Singapore, Woodlands North and Johor Baru. So along the way to Kluang, we will see this EDTP project being built. The EDTP is the Electrified Double Tracking Project, which will run from Johor Baru right up to Gemas. Has a total of about 197 kilometers. But you must be wondering, what's the big deal about this? Well, the big deal is this. Take for example today, our journey from Johor Baru to Kluang is about 2 hours. However, once this project is finished, you can expect travelling times to be almost half. So in other words, Johor Baru to Kluang becomes a 1-hour journey, which then makes a day trip much more sensible. Right now, with the 2-hour journey and then a 2-hour journey back, I don't have very much time to do things in Kluang. So besides just building a second track so that you don't have to wait for another train to come into the station and then for your train to move off again, there will also be a large number of viaducts built. So this means that you no longer have the railway crossings. You remember times when you have traffic being held up and then the train has to slow down at a railway crossing. Well, in fact, all that is a thing of the past right now. And the other thing is that there's also straightening of the lines. As we go along, you may not notice this straight away, but as we go along, the lines have been straightened. So in other words, the train is able to go faster. So we're at Campus Baru. Besides being a railway station, this is also the place where the trains are stored, serviced and repaired. We'll be approaching Kulai shortly. This is where you can also see an example of a temporary station and a new station. We were waiting for this train, and this is because it is a single track operation, and unless he comes in, we can't come out. So this is the problem. So once you have a double tracking system operational, then this will be a thing of the past. Right friends, so here we can see a contrast between old and new. We're now looking at the new Kluang railway station, which, like the rest of this large project, should be ready in about a year's time. And then on the left, you can see the older Kluang railway station. And if you can see in the distance, some people over there, well, they're all lining up for the famous Kluang railway coffee. So we're now going to take a look around the Kluang downtown, as it were. Quite interesting. You have very broad streets. As a pedestrian, you don't feel threatened by heavy traffic or anything. As you can see, the traffic is quite sparse. This is the normal thing for a weekday. In the town itself, you have an assortment of hotels, offices, little supermarkets, shops. In the distance, that's a department store. In that direction there will bring you back to the railway station. So it's a nice little place. They also are famous for a number of local foods. They're famous for about a dozen plus different types of foods that I plan to cover on a future video. So please subscribe and you will be notified, when the new video comes out. If you have any suggestions or you have any comments, please write them in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to answer. So for the return journey, we're now using the ICF Indonesian made coaches, a little nicer. They've got roller blinds and they offer about 10 centimeters more legroom. Alright friends, so here ends another video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and as I've mentioned, if there's any comments, please write them down in the comment section. Have a lovely day.